First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums in the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career in playing in the NFL. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. Forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident. Build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
In motion, it's Golden. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that'll set up fourth down. On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4. Play action now. Jackson escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. Give up the middle with Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 20, here's second down and 3. Now the runner-up in last year's Heisman race, Ashton Genty. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get about 5. They'll work now on second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, Jackson. And the Jets are going to have first and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Jets, first down. First and goal.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch made there by Watson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now
Here we go.
6.
We go play action with Love. Right back to Watson. Another grab. Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up third and 5.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a first and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
A grab there for Wilson, his first of the game, and gives his team a first down. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
He's going to let one fly for Patterson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. going to force third down. Throwing Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Woodson there. And now it's fourth down. On comes the punter now. And John's to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They've had it twice, and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 seconds.
Now Love. This one on target. It's Dodd. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Love. And that is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
In punt formation for the Packers.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it. 2nd down and 2. Run right up the gut with Jenkins. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Gain of 4 yards.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Once again, it's Gentile. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion. On 3rd down. The little play action here with McCarthy. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To the air once more is McCarthy. This one taken in by Chenault. And he's in! LaVisca Chenault. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jets are out to a 10-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with 1st and 10. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. From 29. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A carry here for Wilson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready? 19.
Throwing, Willis. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Tony Adams, the safety, in for the sack. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On the handoff, this is Genty. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Jets. Nearly a good walk. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now faking the give. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Packers first
Ready?
down.
Ready. Packers
First and
60.
10
Packers
at the
60.
37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Wilson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Viking 18.
The 36-yard line.
Willis now to throw. Oh, a loose football. It looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. The Jets offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going? He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
New York.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
Here's a handoff to Gentry. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
40-yard line.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
To throw is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. So try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Lewis. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
10 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Ready.
First down.
On the ground, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Throwing is Willis. Overthrown in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Down and 5.
To throw is Willis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Covering outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.